Cool. Alright guys, welcome to another video. Today we're just going to teach you guys certain punches that should be thrown at a certain range. Well, these are not really must do's, because eventually there are certain instances where you might get lucky and might land a, let's say, like a very wide left hook or right hook, depending on which stance you guys are actually standing from. But for the most part, these are probably the guidelines that you will probably most likely follow in any gym that's teaching you guys traditional boxing. But of course, you guys could always take risks with any of these punches from different ranges. So right now we're just gonna give you guys kind of like our ideal range in which you guys could actually throw, you know, all of the basic fundamental punches in boxing. Cool. All right, guys. So we're gonna start off with a wide range first. All right. So I'm gonna just be standing southpaw. I'm standing orthodox. Ideally, there's nothing really ever changes. So if we're actually like in a long range, right? Can you step back a little bit? So if we're in a very long range, and of course you don't necessarily want to be throwing power punches, and especially not uppercuts or left or right hooks. So you guys don't necessarily want to throw any of those punches. Maybe the punches that are more ideal will probably be like a looping shot. Kind of. You guys could barely maybe hit them with something solid from a long range like this. Or of course the jab. The jab, more than likely you're gonna throw it almost from any range, just for the mere fact that that's what it's for, man, is to control the range. So if you guys could kind of like keep your opposition at bay, then it's something very fundamental to have, right? So if you keep him at bay, and even like, let's say like he starts like closing in the range himself, like with head movements or blocking, then of course from mid-range, then you guys already have the ability to follow up with, let's say, like a straight left or a straight right, depending on which stance you guys are actually boxing out of. Okay, so from a long range where you guys can't really touch your opposition, jabs, right? Jabs, and maybe sometimes overhand punches, right? Overhand left or overhand right, depending on which stance you guys are standing from. All right. So if your opposition is at bay, if you keep him at bay with the jab, right, and you guys are not necessarily touching him, he's not, because he's at a very long range. Let's say he just let's just say he closes in the distance between you and himself. So like he closes it by either, you know, blocking your punches or by simply slipping with head movement. And of course from mid-range, that means you already have the ability to touch him, right? So you're already touching him with your jab. So that means he's close enough for you to hit him with a secondary punch, which is of course your cross. So the straight cross is where your straight cross comes in handy. So this straight cross should be thrown from mid-range, right? So you want to be throwing from mid-range and use that full extension of the arms, of your elbows, so you guys take advantage of the full reach of your arms. In this case, my left arm, since I'm standing at a southpaw stance. And this, of course, will also try to get your opposition's respect, and at the same time, hopefully you guys could tag him with something hard enough to hurt him, stun him, knock him down, or knock him out. So this is a great way for you guys to start understanding that if you guys are keeping him at bay at a longer reach with your jab, and he's already closer in like a mid-range, then since you guys are already touching him, that gives you guys the key, or kind of like the hint for you guys to let go of your cross hand. All right, cool. All right, guys. So from mid-range, this is where you throw your jab and your cross, essential punches, right? And so once you decide to kind of fight on the inside, or he gets close enough, and you guys are right here inside the clinch, this is where your left hooks and your uppercuts come into play. And this is the best way to throw them, because of the fact that since you guys are not really gonna have so much space to load up, you guys are really gonna have to use your hips, right? Your hips and your legs to load up on these punches. So you're gonna be throwing, you know, like either the right hook or the left hook, or either right uppercut or left uppercut, or his left uppercut and right uppercut. All right. So from the clinch itself, this is where these punches will be essential. All right, guys. So from this position, it's ideal to throw hooks and uppercuts, just for the mere fact, since most of the time you guys are gonna pretty much gonna have a very tight guard, like we explained in previous videos. Sometimes, like when the guard is tight enough and you kind of need your opposition to kind of open himself a little bit, you know, you can grab his attention right here by throwing uppercut down the middle first, and hopefully this opens up, you know, some angles to hit him from the side. So, you know, whether it be hitting him to the side with this hook over the top to the head, or downstairs to the body, or vice versa, man. Maybe you guys could actually hit him upstairs with let's say like a hook, either upstairs or downstairs, and hopefully open up the middle for you to land in this case, the left uppercut, right? So if you guys have to use these punches to kind of find openings for you to land punches, right? Because essentially you guys are in a position where you guys don't have that much space, so you can't really load up. And it's not really ideal to throw from mid-range or from long range, because the fastest way to get from point A to point B is in a straight line. So if you guys are kind of loading up to throw a hook, if he throws a straight punch, more than likely, or most of the time, of course there's other factors that come into play sometimes, but most of the time his straight punch will be faster than my looping shots, whether it be a looping shot from right here or a looping shot coming down from right here. So from the mid-range, from inside the clinch, it's going to be very difficult for you to actually throw straight punches, right? There's either way, even if you do try, you're not really going to have the full extension on it, and maybe you will add some power behind your cross, because it does have a little bit more of range than, let's say, your lead hand or your jab hand. So yeah, you could probably throw maybe a left cross or right cross, like I mentioned, that you guys are actually standing from. But I feel like it would be a little bit more ideal to actually, just stay out of the center where your opposition could actually hit you, and kind of drop a little bit, and then throw, right uppercut in this case. A right cross. A right hook in this case, or a left uppercut, or vice versa. Get your head out of the center line, guys. So like I mentioned, you don't necessarily have to follow these guidelines. These are just ideal guidelines that we like to follow, just so we could actually stay safe at any range we decide to take the fight at. So you guys don't necessarily have to follow these rules. So if you guys want to throw, I don't know, like the left cross or right cross from a clinch or from a wider range, then you guys are actually free to do that. There are factors that do come into consideration when you guys are going to throw certain punches. So depending also on certain factors, you might want to or have to change the range in which you guys could throw. You guys could throw one of these basic punches. So overall, that will be the end of this video. If you guys want to check out our website, go check it out. We have our shop there, and we have our KO breakdown series still going on, and of course our lessons. So go check that out.